Roger, let us know when you're ready to copy. We have a DOI.
July 20th, 1969. Landing day. On its 13th orbit, Apollo 11 carefully undocks
Neil, we got if you'll give us crew and data.
and becomes two separate spacecraft.
Roger, back.
The command module, Columbia, and the lunar module, Eagle.
How does it look? Neil?
Eagle carries just over 12 minutes of descent fuel.
Okay, I'm ready to start my yaw maneuver.
12 minutes to land, abort, or crash.
The final descent to landing was far and away the most complex part of the flight. The unknowns were rampant. There were just 1,000 things to worry about.
3:30, 6 plus 2.
Collins watches his friends begin their perilous journey downward.
Roger, you go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power
With 7 minutes of fuel remaining, Armstrong's voice suddenly becomes tense.
Program alarm. 1202.
They look down at the computer display and it's flashing an alarm code, 1202. They don't know what that code means.
Flight controllers desperately scan their checklists.
You have to make very rapid, time-critical type decisions. And we're doing it in front of the entire world.
1202 basically translates into the computer saying, I have too many things to do in my computation cycle. If this keeps recurring, I'm going to abort the landing.
The ground crew weighs the risks and decides to gamble on a safe landing.
Roger, we got you. We're going at alarm. Roger, 6 plus 25.
The astronauts continue downward, but just moments before the scheduled touchdown, Armstrong discovers that he's overshot their landing zone.
When Armstrong looked out the window, he saw a field strewn with small boulders and a crater that was just right in the path of where they were going.
Pretty rocky area.
There's a smoother landing spot a half-mile away, if the astronauts can reach it. The problem, they're running out of fuel.
Neil and Buzz are in the lunar module saying, is this something that means I can't land? Or is there just enough fuel left that I can get over to that spot over there where the boulders aren't so big and I can land safely?
35 degrees.
A tense and listening world holds its breath.
Altitude, velocity, light. 47 forward. 1.5 down.
Aldrin calls out the diminishing altitude and fuel.
100 feet, 3.5 down. 9 forward. Roger. 5%.
All of a sudden, you start becoming intensely aware of the clock.
Down at 60 seconds.
We have 60 seconds before we're either going to land or we're going to abort.
6 forward. 40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust.
They came down closer and closer.
30 feet, 2.5 down. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drifting to the
Finally,
right level.
a blue light
Contact light.
on the instrument panel lit up,
ACA at a descent.
and that light was labeled lunar contact.
Okay, engine stop. Engine arm off. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
They estimate that they had somewhere between 17 and about 47 seconds of fuel left.